Did you know that missing just a few key spots in your hygiene routine could quietly harm your health? Most people overlook them, even though cleaning these areas only takes seconds a day. As we age, our bodies naturally change. Our skin becomes thinner, circulation slows, and oil production decreases. These changes make certain areas of the body more vulnerable to odor, irritation, or even infection. And here's the surprising part. These aren't the places most people think about. In this video, we're uncovering 5 specific body parts that every older adult should clean daily, no exceptions. We're not talking about complicated routines. These are simple, quick habits that can protect your health, comfort, and confidence as you age. If you're between 65 and 80 and want to feel fresh, clean, and independent, this video is for you. And stay with me until the very end because the last one might surprise you the most. Number 1, the scalp and hairline. Most people think their scalp stays clean as long as they wash their hair. But after 70, that's not always true. Your scalp, especially around the hairline and behind your neck, can collect sweat, oil, and dead skin just like any other part of your body. If it's not cleaned properly, it can lead to itching, dandruff, and even infection. Why does this matter more with age? Because older adults often deal with drier skin, slower skin regeneration, and sometimes thinning hair. That combination means more scalp exposure but less oil distribution. Add in hats, wigs, or less frequent washing, and buildup can sit on your scalp longer than it should. Take Thomas, 78, for example. He noticed an annoying itch near the crown of his head, especially at night. He thought it was just dry skin. But after seeing a dermatologist, he learned that dead skin and shampoo residue were clogging his scalp. The solution was simple. He started gently scrubbing his scalp with a soft brush and rinsing thoroughly. Within days, the irritation disappeared. Neglecting your scalp may not sound serious, but over time, buildup can cause bacterial imbalance, scalp acne, or even fungal infections. And yes, it can create odor, especially around the hairline where sweat collects but rarely gets wiped away. So, what should you do? When showering, don't just lather your hair, focus on your scalp. Pay extra attention to the hairline, around the ears, and the back of your neck. Use your fingertips, not your nails, to gently massage your scalp. If mobility is an issue, a soft-handled scalp brush can help. Rinse thoroughly and let your scalp dry completely to discourage bacterial growth. This isn't just about feeling fresh. It's about preventing small but irritating problems that can affect your comfort, your sleep, and even your confidence. Your scalp deserves just as much care as your hands and feet. Number 2, the ears, especially behind them. Now, here's one area almost everyone forgets: your ears, especially the space right behind them. It might surprise you, but the area behind your ears is one of the dirtiest spots on your body, especially as you get older. Most people hardly think about it. It's small, hidden, and not something anyone talks about. But neglecting this spot can lead to unpleasant, and even serious, problems over time. Why is this area such a trouble zone? Because the skin behind your ears has oil glands that continue to produce sebum. As we age, that oil can mix with sweat, dead skin, and even residue from hair products. The result? A sticky buildup that traps bacteria, creates bad odor, and in some cases, leads to skin infections or sores. And there's another factor. The skin behind your ears naturally gets thinner with age, which makes it even more vulnerable. Add in glasses or hearing aids, which rest directly on this area and trap moisture and heat, and you've got the perfect environment for irritation or infection. Over time, if it's not cleaned, the skin can become red, itchy, and even crack. Take James, for example. He's 81 and wears prescription glasses every day. He noticed itching and redness behind his ears but ignored it, thinking it was just dry skin. When he finally visited a dermatologist, he learned it was a mild skin infection caused by built-up residue and sweat, something that could have been completely avoided with simple daily cleaning. And here's the frustrating part, this is so easy to prevent. But because it's out of sight, most people forget about it. Then, one day, you're at the barber or someone leans in for a hug, and suddenly that hidden spot isn't so hidden anymore. The good news? You don't need fancy products or complicated routines. Just make it a habit to gently clean behind your ears every day during your shower or morning face wash. A soft cloth with warm water or mild soap works perfectly. And if you wear glasses or hearing aids, give the skin where they rest a quick wipe, too. Neglecting such a small area may not sound serious, but keeping it clean plays a big role in your comfort and overall health. Taking a few seconds for these forgotten spots is a simple way to care for yourself, and it shows that you value your body and your well-being. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, comment number 2 below so I know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that button and turn on the bell. Your support helps us create more content to keep you healthy and confident. Number 3, the belly button. This one might surprise you even more, but yes, your belly button needs daily attention, especially as you get older. It doesn't sweat like your armpits, and it's not out in the open like your face or hands, but that tiny little pocket of skin is the perfect place for bacteria, sweat, and dirt to hide without you ever noticing. Your belly button may be small, but it's often moist and dark, the perfect environment for bacteria and even yeast to thrive. And as we age, changes in our skin and body shape can make this area even more prone to problems. Many older adults notice that their belly button becomes deeper or changes shape slightly due to muscle loss or weight fluctuations. If you've had surgery, like a hernia repair, scar tissue or extra folds can make it even trickier to keep clean. Most people think that simply letting water run over it in the shower is enough. But the truth is, this area needs direct, gentle cleaning. When neglected, the belly button can collect dead skin, lint from clothing, oils, and even leftover soap or lotion. Over time, this buildup can harden into something called an amphibolith, a stone-like mass that can cause infections and may even require removal by a doctor. Take Martha, for example. She's 74 and started noticing an unusual odor she couldn't identify. After visiting her doctor, the source was finally discovered: her belly button. It had a buildup that led to a mild fungal infection. Martha was shocked, she had never even thought about cleaning it. But after developing a simple daily habit of gently wiping it with a damp cloth and drying it completely afterward, the problem disappeared for good. And here's the thing, the emotional impact of something like this is real. When unexpected smells or skin problems appear, it can chip away at your confidence. You might start worrying about how you smell around others or feel embarrassed during doctor visits. But here's the good news, just a few seconds a day can change everything. Taking time to clean your belly button is a small act that sends a big message: you respect and care for your body, even in the smallest, most forgotten places. So next time you shower or get dressed, gently clean it with a soft washcloth or cotton swab using warm water or mild soap. And always dry it well afterward to prevent moisture buildup. It's a tiny habit, but it can save you from discomfort, odor, and infections, and restore your confidence. Number 4, the toes and toenails. Your feet carry you through every single day, but your toes and toenails are often ignored until a problem shows up. After 70, this part of your body needs even more attention. Why? Because dirty toes and neglected nails aren't just a cosmetic issue. They can lead to painful infections, mobility problems, and even serious health complications. As we age, toenails often become thicker, harder to trim, and more prone to fungus. Circulation in the feet may also slow down, especially for those with diabetes or vascular issues. And let's be honest, bending down to scrub between your toes or clip your nails isn't as easy as it used to be. But skipping this part of your routine comes at a cost. Dirt, dead skin, sweat, and even fibers from your socks collect between your toes. When left there, they create a warm, moist breeding ground for bacteria and fungus. And toenail fungus? It's incredibly common in older adults, and it's stubborn once it sets in. Fungal infections in the toes usually start small, maybe just a yellow spot on one nail. But if left untreated, they spread quickly. Nails can thicken, crumble, or even detach entirely. And when that happens, walking becomes painful, balance suffers, and the infection can spread to the surrounding skin. This is the kind of problem no one wants to face, especially when it can be prevented with just a little daily care. Take Gerald, a 76-year-old who once shared that he stopped wearing sandals because he was embarrassed by his toenails. But it wasn't just about looks. It was the soreness, the discomfort, and the feeling that he was losing control of his health in a small but important way. When he finally visited a foot specialist and started cleaning and trimming his nails properly, he said something changed inside him. "I felt like I had taken myself back," Gerald said. And that's exactly what proper care can do. These small habits can restore not just your hygiene, but your confidence and sense of independence. Cleaning your toes isn't complicated. When you bathe, take a few extra seconds to gently scrub between each toe with a soft brush or washcloth. Then, make sure you dry them thoroughly. Moisture trapped between the toes is one of the biggest causes of fungal infections. When it comes to toenails, keep them trimmed straight across to avoid ingrown nails, and file down any sharp edges. If bending is difficult, consider using a long-handled clipper or ask for help from a family member or professional. This may feel like a small task, but it's about far more than hygiene. It's about preserving your comfort, your mobility, and your confidence, and that makes it worth every bit of effort. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our health tips. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs and inspires. Number 5, under the breasts and skin folds. For many older adults, especially those with larger bodies, skin folds are one of the most overlooked areas of hygiene. Whether it's under the breasts, around the belly, or between rolls of skin, these spots can trap heat, moisture, and sweat, creating the perfect breeding ground for odor and infection. Why is this such a big concern after 70? Because as we age, our skin becomes thinner and loses elasticity. Add reduced mobility, and areas like under the breasts or around the abdomen don't get enough air circulation. That warm, damp environment is exactly what bacteria and fungi love. Take Barbara, for example. She's 75 and noticed a faint rash under her breast. At first, she thought it was just a little chafing. But over time, it became red and sore. A visit to her doctor revealed it was actually a yeast infection caused by trapped moisture. Her doctor recommended cleaning the area gently with a soft cloth every day and making sure it stayed dry. That small change made a big difference in her comfort and confidence. The good news? Preventing this is simple. After every shower, gently pat these areas dry with a soft towel, don't rub. You can even use a hairdryer on a cool setting for extra help in drying those hard-to-reach folds. After your shower, gently pat these areas dry with a soft towel. If needed, use a clean cloth or cotton pad to reach between skin folds and ensure they're completely dry. Some people find that a light dusting of cornstarch-based powder, not talcum, can help keep the area dry throughout the day. But remember, always check with your doctor before trying any new product on your skin. Just as important, make it a habit to check these areas regularly. Because they're out of sight, small problems like redness, irritation, or even odor can sneak up on you until they become painful or embarrassing. And here's something I want you to remember: your body is nothing to be ashamed of. Every curve, every fold, and every scar is a chapter in the story of a life well lived. Cleaning and caring for these areas isn't about vanity, it's about health, self-respect, and staying ahead of problems before they start. Final thoughts. As we grow older, life has a way of teaching us that it's not the big, flashy changes that make the biggest difference. It's the little things we do every single day. And something as small as cleaning a few often overlooked spots on your body can have a massive impact on your health, your comfort, and your dignity. You've just learned about 5 key areas that most people neglect, not because they don't care, but simply because nobody talks about them. But after 70, these little things matter more than ever. When skin gets thinner, circulation slows, and the immune system isn't quite as strong, even the smallest irritation can turn into something serious if ignored. Whether it's your ears, scalp, feet, belly button, or the folds of your skin, every part of you deserves care. And it's not just about hygiene, it's about respect. Respect for your body. Respect for your journey. And respect for the amazing life you've lived. Every wrinkle, every scar, every mark tells your story. Taking those extra few minutes each day isn't just a routine, it's a statement. It's saying, I still matter. I still care. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about aging with strength, with purpose, and with pride. When you care for your body, even in the smallest ways, you remind yourself that you are still in control. You haven't given up. You're still showing up for yourself. So let this be your reminder: clean with purpose, care with love, and never let age be the reason you stop paying attention to what matters most. Because your health, your comfort, and your dignity are worth it, every single day. Thank you for joining us today. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today, and how you plan to use it in your own life. Your feedback means the world to us and keeps us motivated to bring you more helpful content. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss an update. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs, inspires, and empowers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.